Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and still loving seeing the enthusiasm for Kamala and Walz contrasted with the chaos amid the crumbling so-called party of family values. Anti-democracy faux patriot grifters Mike Lindell and Rudy Giuliani are in Chicago for a series of fail-filled broadcasts and a live mustache trimming, but they aren't weird. The whole thing has a Big Brother feel to it, with the cameras almost always on, which is ironic coming from the machines guy. Lindell put some of this event behind a paywall, putting the cost at $2, the highest Lindell can count. Now, I ponied up the cash, and even at that price, I didn't feel great about it. I did use an online Visa gift card because there's no way I'm going to hand my credit card details over to Tom Selleck's slow cousin attempting to distance himself from Magnum PI with a mustache shaving stunt.
Get signed up for tomorrow's footage, starting at 11 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to be at the barber shop. I'm shaving off, you might have heard the rumor, shaving off my mustache. I'm going incognito inside the DNC. Inside the DNC, and it's gonna be an all-day event tomorrow, and we're gonna be everywhere with the protesters. We'll be inside, outside. It's gonna be a lot of fun and a lot of educational. It'll be a lot of educational. It'll be
Please, do not seek education from someone that promises something is going to be a lot of educational. Man of the people needs to go to a barber shop to shave his dyed mustache. Can't figure this one out at home. A fun thing Lindell hasn't considered is that he dyes that, and he'll not be able to dye the stubble. It needs length, so it's going to be au naturel for a while. This whole thing makes me think of a show I used to really enjoy, The Secret Millionaire, except in that one, the goal was to help the company and help people. And all this will do for Mike is burn more money and put the future of his employees at even more risk. Thanks for taking in this bald comedian's take on things. Please join the best subscribers on YouTube while I blast the latest and stupid and more.
well, everybody, how's it looking? We had, I remember Burt Reynolds shaved his mustache off in the 70s, early 80s. I remember going, wow, that's what a difference that is. And I remember that when he did that.
I'm just fascinated to see inside a barbershop. I mean, I've been shaving my head for a long time. The first time I actually went into like a hair salon was post-COVID when I started taking my son to get his hair cut because I'd been giving him the dad cut. It didn't look good.
Okay, it looks like I got cocaine in my nose. Let's get that cleaned up. You mean they stole the election from Donald Trump in 2020? We're in the future? It's okay. It's all going to be good in 2024. That it?
I think so.
Wow. Okay, now we got to get the rest of the skies on. Okay?
All right, now that the mustache is gone, who does Lindell look like? What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
This would be, I'll use this, the police gave me this as a last, if things get out of hand. And we'll be on me.
Okay, now that the mustache is gone, who does Lindell look like? I've got a few ideas, and I want to hear yours. Let me know in the comments.
And now they're voting for Donald Trump, and we're going to ask them, why are you doing that? What made you switch? When did you switch? What was the final sort of straw that broke the camel's back?
Just want to say congratulations to fellow slimeball Matt Gaetz and his totally suspiciously teen-looking wife, Ginger, for bigly winning in Florida, no matter what creepy charges you're involved in, with your jailed wingman, or how bad your plastic surgery is. MAGA will still vote for you because stupid.
This is really cool.
Remember that date, Ellen? On February 5th of 2021, I told all the media in the world, came out with absolute proof, 280 million seen that movie in 3 days, but the media went silent on me. They didn't say it was a bad movie, good evidence. So that scared me. If you want to silence me, you just don't attack me.
The adult population of the USA is roughly 262 million, so by his math, more than every adult in the country watched his film. If any movie was this successful, Hollywood would be busting down his door because movies are money, and this much viewership would make it the biggest film of all time, and would certainly have more than 892 ratings on the IMDb, hovering at barely above a 2. Lindell always says he's a numbers guy, so let's get him with his own numbers.
We had the same thing when we launched Absolute Proof here on February 5th of 2021. It was banned everywhere, and still 150 million people seen it in 4 days.
280 million, 150 million. He just throws out big numbers. The most popular Netflix original has 230 million views worldwide. Netflix, not a pillow manufacturer gone mad's ultra right-wing dysfunctional dumpster fire website. Netflix.
Chicago, I'm here with the world's best mayor, the greatest mayor, the legend, Rudy Giuliani, and we're proud to have him over here at Frank's Beach as part of our amazing lineup of hosts, and we're going to be here all week live streaming. This is the place to be. Mayor, it's going to be quite a week.
Well, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be with Mike, who is one of my heroes and a great American patriot, and here we are.
It kicks off with Rudy's mic off. We're just picking up his voice via the room mic, and it takes them forever for Mike Lindell's team of Best Buy rejects to figure this one out. I make this show 100% on my own thanks to you. If you love what I do, drop me a super thanks, consider leaving me a PayPal tip, or hit the join button to support what I do here.
In comparison to the mafia, I compare this more to Red China.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Xi Jinping didn't give the introductory speech for Walls, his guy Walls.
Exactly.
He's been paying him to come over there for 30 years.
Right.
So I think this guy is a propaganda machine.
Oh, 100%.
I think they turned him as a teacher 35 years ago.
I lived with it as my Minnesota governor. Horrific what he's done.
I did security work for 5 years in the Reagan administration. I'd make this guy for a Chinese operative in about 5 minutes.
Right. Well,
Okay, they've almost figured out how to get Rudy's mic going. Wow. And it's Xi Jinping, not Ming. A lot of young people go to foreign countries to teach English. I have friends that did this in Thailand and Japan. Working somewhere doesn't make you a spy. I have been around the world doing stand-up. Dick jokes across the globe does not land me a CIA gig. It's just wild how hard they are running with this China angle with Tim. With him. I mean, come on. Propaganda machine that was turned as a teacher, Chinese operative. Rudy said so. He was also way off on the name of the president.
today and tomorrow from noon to 6, it's the Eastern time. What are we on here? Is it
Midwestern time?
Let's see.
Right?
I guess it'd be
1 hour.
It's going to be
Central.
It's going to be
Central time.
Central
right?
time. We'll be noon to 6.
It took two of them to barely figure out what time zone they're in. These are the election fraud specialists. Now, each time Lindell has a major event, he patches into his election experts in each state, going state by state. And it's epic.
The first one is my home state of Minnesota with Rick Weibel. Rick, are you there?
We got to
Okay,
pull
I
up
can't
your
hear
volume.
Rick.
All right.
Hold on, Rick.
You have your mute on?
We'll get through this, everybody, I guess.
You see, it wouldn't be a Lindell event without a tech expert in a car with a gamer headset and, of course, no audio. But connecting with them is even more fun.
Rick, let's go.
Okay, Rick from Minnesota. Rick, are you there?
Rick, let's go.
Okay, Rick from Minnesota. Rick, are you there?
Minnesota. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is like some hot slang I don't know about. Or it's just another word for the Lindell dictionary. Please help me out. Let me know in the comments.
Awesome. You guys, let me tell you about Rick. He's tirelessly
broadcasting from his car on moving day. Or does he just live in here? Either way, his mic is not really connected.
The best way to vote is paper ballots and count. The best way to vote is paper ballots and count.
I think we should stick with paper ballots hand counted. Everyone's sneezing on their vote and handing in this snot fest. At least let's do it in the red states.
Mississippi, and who? Okay, let's bring on Mississippi. Wherever the, let's see if I can see who that is. Here.
Alan Campo. Alan Campo for
Okay.
Mississippi. Welcome to the show.
Campo.
Okay,
Did I say that right?
Awesome. You know what? And you
Alana.
guys,
Sorry,
you guys,
there we
I've
go.
got to
We fix it.
And Joe, I got to get off here for a little bit.
Better.
You guys keep on going. Go Mississippi, and I'll be right back.
Elena, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, I have lots of questions. I'll start out with what wins you've had in the last election cycle. So how do you?
Not only does Alana get called Alan, after all that waiting, Mike bails, and she's stuck with the free car guy.
To us from, I think from Maine. Yeah, from Maine. We have John and Marlene Daly. Welcome on. Don't have sound. You hit the unmute button on your side for me, please. Dan Eastman. Dan, welcome to the show. I got music in my ear and I can't hear Dan.
Well, I am from North Dakota. They had South Dakota just a couple of people ago, and it was really interesting to hear what they had to say in South Dakota because we keep pretty good track of each other. You know, we're just the one on top, but we keep track.
I have no idea what was going on there, but even Patrick was a bit stumped by that situation. And don't worry, we have more experts in cars, another local election expert broadcasting from a vehicle.
Right. Now I think we got Dave all set from Alaska. Dave, thank you very much for joining us from great state of Alaska on the Frank Speech Summit. All right. Dave, you got your mic there? Can we hear you? Okay. Just to make sure your mic's not muted there, and we'll get you going here on some of the great things happening in Alaska. I know you've had a big battle out in ranked choice voting land. I'm sure you're going to talk about that a little bit when we get going here. All right, what's the hold up, folks? Okay, guys. Well,
It's just so fantastic because this is the crack team of cyber election experts. And they can't get basic AV sorted out. They can't patch into people ahead, make sure everything's working. It's just the usual dumpster fire. And I'm here for it.
All right, you got you got to unmute yourself there for just a minute. Turn up David's mic too, please. Almost there.
Do we have Christy? I could see her. I
I can see her. She's trying to get back onto. Do we check mics? Check mic. Mic check. Check. 1 2 1 2. I feel like I'm going to start dancing. I know she can hear me. Can't. It's a little mute button at the very bottom if you're on Zoom. You got it? We're trying to work the problem here. Who do we have?
All
right. Okay. Yeah, we'll get you here in a second.
We'll get her straightened out.
They've been doing this mostly alphabetically. They're on L, and they still haven't sorted things out. Looking forward to see J.D. Vance whipping the table with China Tim. Mega tears. You were just like Seth Meyers with a bunch of crummy facts and not at all funny. Mega tears. Jesus loves all except this hairless mistake. Mega tears. For the record, the most popular Netflix original has 230 million views worldwide. Netflix, not a pillow manufacturer gone mad's ultra white ring. Lindell put some of the event behind a paywall, putting the cost at $2, the highest Lindell can count. Don't seek education for someone that promises something's going to be a lot of educational. Minnesota. Minnesota. Thanks for watching. Please stick around and check out another one of my videos. Say hello in the comments. Find my stand-up on Spotify, streamed by millions, and add me on Facebook and Instagram. It all helps. Be cool, be kind, take care.